Wow! What's up? It's been one of those days. Tyler, plugged on. I'm here with an album review. I'm going to talk about Black Label Society and the new album, Grimmest Hits. This came out the 19th of January. So I planned on doing this review a couple days ago, but then it was one of those days, where life just didn't go the way you thought it was going to go that day. So, sorry about that. Anyways, Black Label Society have been around for a while now. They are led by Zakk Wylde, who was the guitarist and currently is the guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne. He was their guitar player for a long, long time before Black Label Society started. And Zakk Wylde, he's a phenomenal guitar player. He's also a pretty solid singer, too. And I really do enjoy Black Label Society from time to time. I mean, they have some just fucking fantastic hits and some just jams. And a lot of times it just comes down to the riffs. Zakk Wylde he's great with riffs. This whole band has just been pretty good with that stuff in terms of just riffs that have some nice groove, but also some heaviness to them. They're also really loud. And I feel right off the bat with this record, it just kind of hits you with that sort of stuff. You have Trampled Down Below, which has a really solid riff, and you're like, man, this is just loud. It's in your face, and I enjoy it. And there's some really solid songs on here. I think Trampled Down Below is one of the stronger tracks on here. I love Zakk Wylde's vocals during that chorus, and I love the kind of Alice in Chains feel the chorus has. Not so much. There are some vocal harmonies and everything that he's doing, but just the overall vibe and the way things are just kind of pronounced and drawn out. Like when he says Trample Down Below, just the way he says it, I'm like, I could totally see this being an Alice in Chains lyric, you know what I mean? I love those sort of moments on this album. I think Zakk Wylde sounds really good on them. And then Seasons of Falter after that, and I'm like, damn, the riffage continues. And that track right off the bat just hits you with riff, vocals, bam, straight in your face. That's cool. Then you get to All That Once Shine, which is another song that has a really great chorus. And I think that there's a few things that you'll take away from this album when you're done. And one, a lot of great choruses, as I've been talking. Trample Down Below, All That Once Shine, A Love Unreal is another one later that I think just has a great chorus, and Zakk Wylde just sounds really, really good during it. I love his voice. I just love his just the tone that he has with it. I think it really fits a lot of times. Sometimes it can just hit you differently just because of the tone of his voice. Like, what I mean by that is if someone else was singing it, I think it wouldn't have the same emotional feeling that it's given me at times. I think A Love Unreal is a chorus that feels really good with that. It is a good example of that. I love some of the ballads on here. And Black Label Society has always been good with this sort of stuff. In This River is a classic fucking track that just gives me chills every time I listen to it. Angel of Mercy is another one that's just beautiful. My favorite one on here is The Day That Heaven Had Gone Away. It's so good. It's so heartfelt. It's an amazing song, vocally, lyrically, and it gets to my other just really great thing about this album, and it's kind of to be expected because of Zakk Wylde, and some of these solos are just so well written, so well performed, and I think there's 3 tracks, one after another, that just kill it in the solo department. That's A Love Unreal, Disbelief, and The Day That Heaven Had Gone Away. All these solos, they're lengthy, they're well written, and it just feels like the perfect notes at the perfect time that are really just evoking some great feelings of like, man, it sounds good, and you kind of get lost in it, sort of thing. And that's to be expected with every Black Label Society record, just because Zakk Wylde's a great guitar player, so you expect that sort of stuff. But those 3 songs even upon first listen, I'm like, man, the solos in these songs are just great. But like I said, I think the riffs are there, and the songwriting is there for the most part. I would say the only thing that, upon listening to this album multiple times, is not every track really hits me in a great way. And I will say that while I do like a lot of the riffs, a lot of them are a very similar idea and a very similar style that I think can really wear the album down sometimes. Of like, that riff is sort of kind of like the last one, but not really. I don't know. Sometimes the riffs, obviously they work a little bit better in context with, the drum beat or the vocals on top of it, but every once in a while it's just kind of like, man, I just wish the riffs were a little bit spicier and a little bit different, a little bit more variety to them. But there are some solid tracks on here that I have enjoyed. Hopefully you will too. Grimmest Hits, Black Label Society, give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's good. I enjoy solid slightly above half of this album, like a lot. And then the rest of it, I'm like, it's okay, sort of thing. They don't get me fired up as much as a lot of the tracks that I talked about, personally. This is my opinion, of course, but let me know what you think of Grimmest Hits, Black Label Society. Thanks for watching. Lots of cool stuff coming up, so see ya.